Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whatever time you are watching this. It is me again coming before you today with another video. I've been thinking about y'all all week and I was like, what should I talk about today? What is my mama struggling with? What is everybody else struggling with? And I decided to bring a topic to you guys that I think would be very, 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 very good. Before we dig into that topic, right, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I come on and drop another video or go live or whenever there's something new, a new reel. Just you want to be notified. So just don't forget to hit that notification button. Don't forget to hit that like button too if you like what you hear, you like what you see, and also subscribe to my channel. Welcome back. I hope you saw my first video. I'm glad to be making this one for you guys. And just sit back, relax. Like I normally say, take out a notebook, pen if you need to, grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, ladies, grab a glass of wine if you're into that. But just sit back, and I just really hope this video brings some type of peace, some type of feeling of being heard. And yeah, so you can already tell by the title of the video, we are going to be talking about what are the 4 ways that we feel like failure in motherhood. As being a mom of 3, like I've already let you guys know that there are times in my life where I just felt like I was failing my children, failing in any aspect of my life, right? So I find it that specifically talking about motherhood, there are seasons and there are times that you can feel like there are times in season where you feel like as mothers or as raising your children where you feel like you're failing or where you feel like you're not doing things right. And I have come up with 4 ways that you can think about, 4 things that you can think about, or 4 aspects or 4 ways that you can rewire your mind and your thinking for you not to feel like you're a failure at motherhood. So the first one would be to define what success looks like. So if you feel like you're failing at motherhood, that means you have not reached a standard that maybe you have written or that you saw or that you got an example from your loved ones growing up. Clearly, there's a standard that you have put together in your mind where you feel like you're not leveling up to that standard. So what is that standard? What does that success look like? What does that perfect mom look like to you? And where do you get this idea of what that is, right? Because if you feel like you are not successful as raising your children or not successful in what you provide to them, then you're thinking you're doing something wrong. So we would have to redefine what success looks like. What does successfully mothering look like? What does being a mother look like? When a person looks at a mother or a woman with multiple children, when we say, oh, that's a successful mom or she's a great mom, what are we comparing her to? Just some things to think about, right? Success isn't having it all together. It's showing even up when it's messy. Did your kids feel loved today? Were their needs met? Even if the things weren't perfect, that counts every single time. So we have to redefine what our standards are when it comes to motherhood. And every household standard is going to be different. Every mother is going to look at that list differently. And it's up to you to define what that is. Don't let anyone or society define what a successful mother is or what that looks like. Number 2, stop comparing your journeys to another. So we do this a lot. We compare ourselves, or we see our neighbors, we see our friends, we see our loved ones, and we love to compare. It's in our nature. It's something we naturally do, and it doesn't necessarily anything wrong with that, but it could get real sticky, right? If you're comparing yourself to another person and not looking at your life and not also focusing on, think about it this way. If that other person is not motivating you to do better, what's the point of comparing yourself, right? What's the point of looking at that other person and thinking, oh, like I have to measure up to this person's standard, or I have to measure up to what this person is doing, because they're not you. They're not the ones raising your children. They're not the ones who God has blessed to be this child's parent. So as moms, let's not do that. Let's not compare ourselves to the next mom. Let's not compare ourselves to that soccer mom. Let's not compare ourselves to the PTA mom. Let's not compare ourselves to that stay-at-home mom. Let's not compare ourselves to that working mom, right? Because at the end of the day, we really don't know what goes behind those closed doors. And again, God has blessed you, yes, you, to be your little one's mom. So do not compare yourself, right? Every motherhood journey is unique. No one is ever going to have the same journey, just like not everyone has the same number of kids. So everyone is unique. Number 3, give yourself the same grace you give others, right? So in the community of mothers that I'm affiliated with, we bounce ideas off of each other's, we bounce our different experiences off of each other's, but we oftentimes give each other grace. And that same grace that we extend to other moms who are struggling, who's just trying to get it right, who's just trying to raise law-abiding children, law-abiding citizens, we can give ourselves that same grace. There's no need to beat ourselves down in not getting this perfect thing done, not getting this task done right at that moment, not getting not remembering something at that very moment, right? Give yourself grace. Everyone needs grace. At the end of the day, you're just a girl who just so happened to have the privilege and be blessed enough to bring life into this world. But at the end of the day, you were a girl first, okay? So give yourself grace. And lastly, number 4 is remember, God chose you. Children are a blessing. The word says that God has given. The word says that children are a blessing. Children are a gift from God. And don't you forget that. You were blessed. God chose you. He looked down upon this earth and said, yes, you are going to give birth. These are the number of children you're going to have. These are the children that I want you to give birth into this world. God chose you. It is a blessing to be called a mom. It is a blessing to bring children into this world. And just remember that anytime you are struggling, every time you are beating yourself down about where you could be, where you are, where your children are, and what you could be doing better, just understand that God has given you the grace to mother the children he has given you. And he will give you the grace to raise them properly. He will give you the grace to raise them even in this crazy society, in this crazy world we live in. He has given you that grace. So don't beat yourself up. God handpicked you for them and them for you. God handpicked you for them, your children, and he picked your children for you. So do not ever beat yourself up. Don't ever think you're failing at being a mother. Your children are loved. They're fed. You support them. You cater to them. You are there emotionally, physically, mentally. That's all children need. That's all they need. So just know you are doing a good job. Do not ever feel like you're failing. And remember that God has given you the grace to be a mother to your little children. So again, guys, don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you think of this videos. Let me know what you think of this topic. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also hit the Stand Store in the description box below. I will be leaving my Stand Store link where you can read my blog. I have written a blog that basically goes into depth about my motherhood journey and dealing with depression and anxiety. I also have a planner that I also put together for all my busy moms, where things get so hectic in our schedules, and having a planner has helped me organize my schedule with my kiddos. So I have created one for my busy moms. And also, if you want to chat with me and create a community with me, I could help you, mentor you in this walk with motherhood, mental health, faith even. I have a link in my Stand Store where you can actually book a session with me. Thank you so much for watching.